Welcome to Talkin Tuesdays, everyone. Uncle Hemi, Blazing Star, Cherry, TFTI. What's up? Paul Batista just wanted to say hi, give a few little shout outs before we start this. Again, welcome to Talkin Tuesdays, the original person behind the pit. As you know, where it features all the people we know and we try to get to know them a little bit better. Without further ado, here is our featured guest. Welcome to the party. Here's our featured guest, Rose Barbecue.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hey. Hey, let's get this view. There, that's better.
There we go.
Well, hello, you two.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good. So, for starters, why don't we go ahead and introduce yourselves? Let us know who you are, and we'll go from there.
You go first.
I'm Clark. I don't know. Celicia, we started this barbecue journey, about a year and a half ago?
Nice.
So.
But we're so that's how we became Rose Barbecue. We're the Roses. So
okay.
Yeah, Rose Barbecue.
So both of you started this together then, yeah?
Yeah. So started it almost 2 years ago. But I mean, we mainly started together. I was behind the scenes of everything.
Uh-huh.
And then just recently, I'd say about a year ago, I became more involved with it. He went back to work full time, so I jumped in and kind of took.
Oh wow! So you had to go back. And
yeah.
She took the reins, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually, that speaks volumes how well you two work together. Is that you didn't just end it because it was just something you did. It's something I feel like you have a passion for, and that you just continue to do it and said, hey, what the heck, you know?
We both definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's something that I think brought us together even closer because we had a hobby together.
Okay. So what did you always cook on a Traeger?
No.
Okay.
Didn't.
Let's hear that story.
So Clark actually started on an offset smoker, so in Oklahoma Joe, and he
heck yeah,
for quite a while. And then we had our 3 girls, and we just couldn't. I mean, we couldn't keep up. We really couldn't. Clark's full-time active duty military, and I'm a stay-at-home mom with the 3 girls. And with COVID, the kids were home with me, and we couldn't balance like maintaining a fire. So we switched over. We wanted something more convenient for us as a family.
Right.
Costco, and one day we walked out with a grill.
Yeah.
To pause. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Appreciate your support, man.
We all appreciate that in here. And okay, so Oklahoma Joe's, was it the Highlander?
What was
Oh, it was like a 15-year-old Oklahoma Joe.
It had
not too long, just a kind of smaller one.
Yeah. Tim's.
Yeah. I've had one of those.
Yeah, our buddy Weiser with Wayne has it now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, kind of passed it down the family. So.
Okay. Keep going. So you went into Costco and you walked out with a Traeger.
Yeah, for Father's Day, we walked in and he really wanted to get back into smoking.
My bad.
I mean, we saw it at Costco and we're like, let's just give it a try. And then we started smoking on that and cooking on it. I actually did not cook on it at all. It terrified me. It just scared me. It was not my thing. I was a cook in the house, and it just was not my thing. I was always raised that the man's on the grill and the woman's in the house cooking. That's just how I was. So
we just kind of learned together.
Yeah.
I set my first one on fire.
Fire. And then we actually got rid of that one. Yeah. And then we ended up with the Ironwood 650. And that's when I really started to jump in. And I was like, okay, so I can do this. I can smoke a pork butt. And we actually did a couple competitions against each other. Not this last summer, but the so 2 summers ago, where he was smoking on the Oklahoma Joe
Okay.
for a pork butt, and then I was smoking on the Traeger for a pork butt, and we comp styled it against each other. So that was a kind of a fun little adventure. But we just really stuck with the Traeger, and then we got into the whole Instagram and
Just for shits and giggles.
yeah, we were like, well, my main Instagram started to blow up with food posts, and I know people were getting kind of tired of it, and then I was like, random trying to follow and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? Let's start a food page. Let's just jump into it.
Yeah.
And then we learned how big the community is. And we were honestly blown away with how many supportive people are out there. Our first follower ever was Ryan, our backyard. That man has through our journey so much. I can't even tell you. Like, we used to call him and text him and ask him how to smoke. I mean, we didn't know how to smoke ribs at all.
Right.
Right. We could do it. It just didn't turn out very good.
No, they were
right.
They were horrible. Now they were horrible. Looking back on like our progression, I was like, what were we doing? And then and then we met people like Treggy and Kendrick, and then this whole family kind of started, and it's been an incredible journey. It really has.
Yes. It's crazy. Like barbecue, the act of it like runs through your blood. You know, it's like it's a therapy. It's a way to almost escape things and to kind of like give like that evenness that our lives kind of look forward to.
Yeah.
I believe that. It seems like you guys do too. Like it gives that balance, I guess.
Yeah. We started during COVID, and it was kind of our way. We were huge foodies. We loved supporting small local restaurants. Well, then during the pandemic shutdown for Seattle, everything so we couldn't do that. So it was almost our escape of doing something food-wise together. And it was an experience for both of us, and we really enjoyed it too. And now on the weekends, you'll notice on the weekends, he'll take over the Traeger, and it's like his weekend.
But exactly, to relax, to balance that that unbalance or imbalance. So, okay. You two are the cutest couple, I swear. So I'm curious, how did y'all meet?
Do you really want to know?
Oh, absolutely. That's what this show is all about. It's about, okay, I mean, I don't know how many of these you have watched.
I've actually the majority of them. So. Okay,
good. So then you know very well. It's about getting to know the things we don't know. We don't see, we don't see, earlier we tested, you and I tested the so is it Alicia or Alicia?
It's actually Alicia, but everybody Alicia.
I'm gonna call you by your name, so Alicia. So you and I tested this the link just to make sure everything was kind of working right. Earlier, no one sees the kid picking the nose or just different things like that. So it's just a way for us to really get to know who you are. So I started this not to go off on a tangent, but I started this podcast, if you say, to try to not really get rid of haters, because you never get rid of them, but so that maybe the majority of people have more empathy for our lives and kind of what we go through, and not all of us are just trying to post a rib and trying to get some free stuff, you know. We love this. It's a passion of all of ours, and I know you have that, and this is why you're on the show. So I want to know how you guys met.
He catfished me.
What? Are you serious?
We met online.
No.
Okay. This deserves a feature.
He catfished me. So I was recently single, decided, hey, let's go ahead and jump back into the dating world. And of course, what did I jump on? Just stuff like Bumble and the stuff you swipe left on.
Tinder.
Was it Tinder? Okay, Tinder. And he had this picture up where he's looking all buff and whatnot, had this cute German Shepherd and this big white truck. And I was like, damn, he's got a German Shepherd and a big truck.
Uh-huh.
Little-
He
No.
comes out with a Ford Ranger and a Dachshund.
No, even better. The German Shepherd wasn't even his.
Oh,
It was his friend's.
It worked though.
And then I know the truck he owed like tons of money on at that time. And I'm like, well, I just got catfished by this guy.
how long ago was this?
We have actually been together 3 years exactly.
Okay.
We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary. So here's another thing that a lot of people don't know. We actually aren't married. Yeah.
Oh, this is unacceptable. I'm just kidding.
We actually, we're not married yet. We got engaged
A year and a
a
half.
year
2
and
years ago.
a year and a half ago. So we actually haven't had our wedding yet. We've been kind of waiting and postponing everything to do a big ceremony until things kind of clear up. And
So I'm curious. So the catfish. Okay, we're gonna go back to that.
Circle back.
So all buffed and everything. Dude, was it at least like your body though? What were you just like greased up and like pumped up or something or what?
but
Yeah.
it was like after he got done working out, and he had that like after workout.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy. I'm 5'5". When I met her, I was 125.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're not big people at all. I'm 4'9", and
Holy moly.
so we're super small.
She can't
people.
get the 1300 lid all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the Blonde Chef. She was featured on here a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's doing the smoker. She has to like swing it open, kind of thing.
I cringe every time it comes all the way up because then it rocks back.
The hinges, yeah. So okay, so what Traeger did you first buy, by the way?
Costco Select
Century.
Century.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, first pellet you smoked with on there.
The Traeger Hickory blend.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, all right. So you're not married. So when
No.
is this gonna happen?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I am an ordained minister.
Yeah. So
We have witnessed. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I wish I were like.
Right.
I wish I do a lot of different weird off the wall things. Like as I don't know if you just found out, but yeah, I'm a volleyball coach too.
Yeah.
So I wish I was an ordained minister. I would totally convince you guys to do this right now.
Chad Ward actually is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe during the after party though, you're gonna have to attend to the children, huh?
They're upstairs right now chilling.
Yeah, they're upstairs right now. We have a monitor.
Hey, if we could do this.
Already picking her nose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're watching right now.
That's awesome. So yeah, sorry if I by the way, side note, sorry if I didn't communicate a little bit, but yeah, we had our last game today for the middle school volleyball. So
Okay.
I was like, and it got over. I got home at like 5:40.
Yeah.
So I was like, trying to eat and everything else. But
I got home at 5:15.
Yeah.
Scrambled tacos and
okay. So where was the first date? Where was it? Where'd you meet him at?
Red Star Taco Bar in downtown Tacoma.
Mm-hmm. We met at the waterfront. He completely stalked me. I mean, he blew my phone up and was like, "Hey, come meet me. I'm in your city."
Not sketchy.
Heck yeah.
No, we did. We met at the waterfront. And then there's a really cool taco bar near us that is a tequila bar. And that was our first date. So.
See, at first I thought you said Taco Bell.
Nope. Taco
I
bar.
was thinking, wow.
Yeah. Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Applebee's, that would have been kind of cool though, because it would have worked out right now, like with that song. Yeah. So okay. So and where did it go from there? Like, I mean, did you kind of like hit it off, or we just like,
We
I came over to her house and I kind of never left. So
Dude, that is so awesome. What?
my crap just slowly started moving.
That's too funny, dude. Yeah, you just for one thing it was a toothbrush. Next thing we know, I was taking the top drawer.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, we
hey, are you seeing the featured comments though too?
tequilas and tacos have created some magic.
Yeah.
So we really did. We hit it off immediately. I mean, he's my best friend, and we just got along and connected so well, and the rest was kind of history. So it's been great.
Yeah, that's the history we want to know.
Yeah.
So, how old are your children? You have two, correct?
We have 3 girls. So we have
3?
I'm out of seats in the truck, so we're done.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
2, 4, 6 girls.
Year-old and a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So the 2-year-old is ours together.
Okay.
And the 6-year-old and 4-year-old is my
Okay.
from my previous marriage.
Okay, so I was trying to do the math, and I'm sorry, but I started getting.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
So Clark came into their lives. Well, let's see. Tinsley was 3, and Addie was just a baby still, like a 1-year-old.
Aw.
He completely took them on as his own from day one.
Heck yeah, bro.
Solid guy. So.
Heck yeah, bro. Okay.
Blast.
So what made you, Clark? What made you start on the Oklahoma Joes? Like where did that come from?
My dad always was smoking. He had
Nice.
some basic electric chip smoker. We always had a Weber gas grill. Some people are hating, but hey, they're fun. They get the job done. So my dad was it was barbecue sauces or new rubs, or we hunted, so dehydrating, making jerky.
Yeah.
And then I moved down to Texas with the military, and I bought an Oklahoma Joe down there.
Nice.
Screwed up a lot of meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kind of figured it out a little bit, and then I moved up here to Washington, and I didn't realize how big it's not. It's a different kind of barbecue between Washington and Texas.
Yeah. Right.
Different.
And so I kind of had just thrown it in the back of the store and didn't pull it out. And then we moved in together, and we messed up a few more racks of ribs. And then we bought the Traeger and just started experimenting. And I had, I don't know, for probably the first year of COVID, I didn't work at all.
Yeah.
Besides projects around the house, we had all the time in the world to just mess stuff up and experiment together and
right
things. And now we don't use our oven.
So, I mean, you make a really good point. I want to pause your story for a second. You make a very good point. I'm so glad that you're not afraid to say you messed up tons of meat. And I'm not calling myself great or certain people in here great or anything like that. But that's what makes us great is the failures. Like, that's what makes you go, oh, no. Like, don't wrap the ribs when it gets to this. Like, do it when it gets to that, or don't wrap your brisket when it's whatever, because you failed. And that's what creates greatness, I believe, is failure.
Yep.
So really appreciate
time and ask, hey, my temperature swings were this, or I think that my probe might have been in the wrong spot because my readings weren't. We had that issue with the brisket a week and a half ago.
Yeah, and I was instantly on the phone.
I had the probe too far to the side.
Right.
Phone with Kendrick and Treggy, asking them both, like, where do you guys put your probe? Because we don't do a lot of briskets. I mean, our page, like, we're not big eaters,
right?
And don't do a lot of them. Not because we don't know how. Just we don't eat that much meat. So
and it's expensive.
yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah,
But,
especially right now. Holy
yeah,
moly!
but I mean, we really do. Like, we learn from every single mistake, if you want to even
and
call
everybody
it
else
that.
posts too. Hey man, how do you get his bark
Yeah.
like that? You scroll through the page and ask a bunch of questions. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun.
Yes, and that brings us to the community. So that's what's so awesome about the majority of this barbecue community is like we can all ask each other questions, grab some knowledge, leave some knowledge sometimes, you know, and in the end, most of it is pretty positive. You know, you get really positive outreach or feedback, anyways, and you know, and most of the time it's like we can disagree, but it's like we all kind of like what we like. You know what I mean? So let me ask you. So starting to join this barbecue community, like how did you guys feel about it? Like you said Alicia that you kind of stopped doing that on your main page, and then you guys started the Rose Barbecue. So how did it feel like going into that? Where you just like, hey, we just want to post some stuff.
I'll segue from I had a 2016 Silverado, brand new when it first came out, and I got BDS to sponsor my lift kit on it.
Oh,
and
sick!
Moto Metal to work with my wheels and stuff. And so I had a decent Instagram page full of static pictures of my truck. And so I was like, oh man, this is going to be really easy to segue from the car world to the food world. Bull crap. It's not that I'm copying and pasting the same hashtags over and over.
Yeah.
The community's a lot different. It's more about helping each other grow than watching one person do something different.
Right.
And so we just kind of opened it up and tackled it together, and we tried a couple different pods and stuff, and
learned the pods weren't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we did a couple pods in the beginning. We did like the barbecue chatter, which had like Spaceman and stuff, which was fun because it was a challenge group. So it challenged us to take an ingredient and
do something we normally wouldn't do.
Yeah. So when we first started, that was something fun for us in the beginning. Then we learned that pods weren't the way to go. And
yeah,
just for us. I
mean, for those that don't know, I do, unfortunately. Describe what those are.
So a pod is basically, if you want to say, like a group of people who support each other, and they can have discussions in there.
And we all say, hey, I'm going to repost everybody's stuff that's in this group.
Some repost everything that you post, some comment, some like, some. It's a support group to kind of promote your post.
Right. Like, so in a sense, it's a group that it's together. It's real. It's not like some fictitious weird thing that you're paying for. But at the same time, those pods kind of create like an inorganic growth.
Yep. Yes.
And inorganic algorithms.
Yes.
Which is hard because, and I'm not explaining this to you because I'm sure that you're very well not knowledgeable about this, but which is hard. So for anybody that's listening or that will listen to this, those pods are very difficult because it does give you an inorganic algorithm, right? And then when you're out of that pod, it's like you don't exist for a while. You got to start building that back up again because your algorithm's totally different. Nobody's sharing your stuff all day.
Yeah.
You know, so okay, so further on that, go ahead and tell me. So you got out of those.
They was just hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Not just that, but we really learned that it wasn't organic. And that's when we really became friends with like Kendrick, and we learned a lot about like organic growth. And I think at that time we were at maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 followers, and just learned, like, you know, if you want to grow, just keep featuring your own stuff and
Right.
come to you. But yeah, I'm not against anybody who's in pods. It's just not
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's real people supporting real people. It's not like you're paying $75 for 10 likes,
no.
or whatever.
I don't pay for anything, and a lot of the people in there are people that a lot of us are friends with. And some people are in like, we know people that are in like 10 pods, and it
works for them.
And it works for them. But for us, we just find not organic.
Yes,
and it also becomes a gossip fest for people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm a big stickler for organic growth. I truly believe, like, I mean, yeah, right now, I mean, we could have more than 50 people in here, or you know what I mean? Like, I could try and I buy some views and buy some followers and do stuff. Not saying that it's, whatever, but like, as for the pods, it's just like, I don't, one of my buddies in here, Uncle Hemi Barbecue. He's a true cool dude, and we're actually pretty darn good friends for not knowing each other personally. I want to know that this guy likes my stuff and messages me because he really likes who I am and what my content is.
Exactly.
And he really does. I'm just like Blazing Star. Like, there's not like a contract between us. It's not like I'm not like an ambassador or this whatever. We're friends. You know what I mean? And that's cool. So anyway, sorry. So is this your friend?
Michelle Lynn. Is that?
I think it is.
Is that my girl?
I think it may be.
I think it might be.
But yes, so I love that you are both involved in this community. I'm glad to be a part of it with you. We have some really, really cool people in here.
There is.
Like, honestly, like a lot of people are in here just because of you. It has nothing to do with my life necessarily, but they're in here because of you. They're great friends, and they're not trying to get something out of you. You know what I mean? And I really truly appreciate that, and I appreciate you both. And this is why you're on. So I kind of wanted to make that comment, but go ahead and continue with what you were saying. I'm so sorry if you remember.
I don't know, but I do. For everybody who's in here, we truly appreciate everybody's support. I mean, this year has been insane for us, and I mean, we hit a few growth spurts and whatnot, and going back to the organic growth, we had a lot of accusations against us from people where they accused us of buying followers, and if anything, we're huge supporters of organic growth. So I want to say to anybody who is in here us, it means the world. I mean, the friendships we have built with people has just been beautiful and unreal.
So, okay, with that said, organic growth and growing and doing all that kind of stuff, social media and all this. Who was your first company, that actually reached out to you and was like, oh my gosh, like, like, how did that make you feel? And like, what was the company? If you could say, like, it was this company, but just tell us how you felt about it.
Rainier Foods.
Really?
The rub company.
Yeah.
So they were just getting started a little bit before us.
They had maybe 2,000-3,000 followers.
And Ryan was like, hey, you guys should check this stuff out. He gave us a couple of samples, and then we started ordering stuff and using it more and more. And the thing with them is she has a gluten allergy.
Oh, so celiacs? Like celiacs?
Yep. And so other rubs, she was breaking out or getting really sick.
Yeah.
And we found that we don't have any issues with their rubs. And so we were like, hey, man, this is really working. This is great. And they reached out to us and said, hey, do you want to just work with us? It wasn't a contract thing, or
Yeah. There was.
It was just a, hey, you want to work with us, and
I
do you want to just as we go through this?
I think we'd been using them for, I don't know, I want to say a solid 6 months and promoting them before they asked us. And I mean, we never thought that they'd ask us, nor were we like, we didn't even know about the whole ambassador thing when we were on, like, just starting off. We had no idea. We're
So
like,
how did they reach out to you?
they just DM'd us, and he'd asked us, his name's Nate, and he just asked us, he's like, you know, you guys are really loving our stuff, and we love that you guys love us, and we love your content. What would you guys think about joining our team? And I was like, no brainer, let's do this. And we're still with them, still.
Yep.
Yeah. And they have been the first company to reach out to us, the first company to support us.
Easy to work with.
Yeah.
They'll send us some testers of different products and be like, hey, just put this on your steak and see what you think about it. Like, what's it missing? What do you, and to have a company that generally takes interest in the people that are supporting it and have them,
Right.
do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When do you ever get that opportunity with a company, no matter how big or how small, to have?
Yeah, I totally know exactly what you mean.
And
I really do.
And he also is generally interested in what we like. I became a huge fan of the Traeger Blacken, but with my gluten allergy, I can't, like, it messes me up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And he took the time to really go and figure out, like, what is in it and do a whole kind of, like, recreation there, so we could try having a gluten,
having something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick. So you actually have had a hand in, like, in designing or consulting with, like, what rubs are, right, or what they have
about it, or bounce ideas off, or.
And he'll ask us, like, if there's anything that we think that would be good. I mean, he'll take it into consideration without a problem.
Again, just to have somebody from a company listen to you, to me, that speaks volumes about who your company is and
right,
Otto is, and the way you work. And
absolutely,
I'm for that.
So, second company.
Oh crap!
I know it.
Oh, come on!
I know.
Uh-oh. We're gonna see them fall apart right here now. Oh wait, sorry.
It was Traeger.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
How could you forget that, Clark? Come on, Clark.
Well, I will say that we're very selective with the companies. Like, we've had people offer us deals and whatnot. One thing we learned from Kendrick, that man, I always go back to him, but that man taught us so much through our journey.
Don't we all?
He really taught us to not jump at everybody and do not take every opportunity that comes to you. Be selective and choose wisely. And we have. Traeger was our second company, though. And
nice. What? So explain that experience for all these small time people. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Just explain that experience. Like, they reached out, like, messaged you, and you were like, what?
Well, actually, it kind of happened a little strange because I went to.
All right, wait. So we're gonna stop here, and she needs to tell her I flew out randomly on a weekend to Kendrick's beer opening story, and that kind of segued into, like, I knew this guy for 2 weeks. Hey babe, take the kids for the weekend.
Girls trip
with my best friend.
So how it actually started was, let's go back to Kendrick for a minute. So we started a friendship through Instagram. I had actually messaged him asking him, hey, how do you cook a picanha in tri-tip? I had no idea.
Yeah.
How to cook a picanha. No idea what I was doing. That man, he had that was like my only message to him ever, asking him, how do you cook a picanha? He went through, video called me, gave me a complete walkthrough, detailed message, everything, watched me on video, like cutting it. And he taught me step by step how to cook the picanha.
Nice.
He wanted to make sure I was doing it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turned out amazing, by the way.
I was
Nice.
like, at this time, I was like fangirling out. Like, I was like, this Kendrick is on video with me. Ooh, like just tripping out. But it developed a friendship. And then his barbecue or his beer release came out, and I was like, I really want to go. Clark couldn't go because of the military. And me and my best friend hopped on a flight and we flew down there, just overnight trip.
Mhm.
And went and met Garrett. And at this time, me and Garrett's like my brother. So it was so cool because I was able to meet Garrett and Kendrick at the time, and Kembo and everybody.
Right.
But then after that, the friendship with Kendrick just kept building, and he had took such an interest in us, and he was like, man, these guys are really, really invested in Traeger. He's like, I know they're not going to go anywhere. I know they're firm supporters. And he had contacted Chad and put our names through, like, I think you should look at this couple, and it would be really cool to have a couple on the team. And
Nice.
the rest was kind of history from there.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate. We're very blessed. And
it was a blessing. It really was.
Again, it's connections and meeting people and
friendships. It really came down to friendships is what it came down to. I can't even thank him enough. Like, I still can't. He knows how.
Yeah. So that I guess that cancels my next question. I was gonna say, so who in the barbecue community or food community is your biggest influence, your biggest someone that you look to, their content?
Honestly,
yeah.
Benny and Garrett, probably.
I'm gonna say.
I mean, we all know Garrett's a friend, but let's get real here. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Have you seen his man beard?
Well, in that case, it would be Ned.
Oh yeah, Ned. Did you see Ned's picture the other day?
Yeah, with the hot sauce.
Yeah, I sent him one back.
Oh God. Ned's a funny guy. It's funny because
first experience with Ned was we met at a brewery, and on our way home, all of a sudden, Benny, Kendrick, and Ned drive by with their tits out. I was like, "Who the hell is this person?"
Right.
But like, honestly, back to the question.
Yeah.
It would be Ryan or our backyard. Yeah. That man has been with us since day one. He was our very first follower. He has been somebody who has inspired the heck out of us, who has given tons and tons of tips, even before Kendrick and Garrett came along. No joke.
Heck yeah.
I mean, he was overseas deployed, and he was staying up at night sending us like how to do ribs.
That's sick.
And he's just been supportive since day one. And then from there, it goes Garrett and Kendrick. Those two have been just brothers and family to us. So.
And heck yeah, shout out to Kendrick's family right now. So I just I don't want to talk about it or anything else. I just want to show some respect to people that have shown us tons of respect and stuff like that. So that's crazy. Okay, so what is each of you though? I know separately, individually, you have different answers. I'm almost positive, and maybe not. What is your favorite thing to smoke?
Pork butt.
Tri-tip.
Tri-tip. Heck yeah. See, I have to tell you, you are awesome with them tri-tips. And I am a tri-tip guy, so
I love them. I have grown such a love for them ever since Garrett told me about them, and
yeah.
him and Kendrick taught me how to cook them. And now that we have the meat slicer, Clark meat slices it, and it's like my favorite thing ever.
Oh, nice thin slices.
They're so good.
Some French dips out of them.
Yep, I have one.
So,
I'm doing one tomorrow, and
so yeah. I'm glad that you said that Benny was talking. Kendrick, for those that don't know, was talking to you, like videoing you on how to cut it. So that, as you know now, so you know because you love them and whatever. That's like the biggest. I don't care. I do care how you cook it. That's just my thing. Sorry, but it does not matter how you cook it. The most important thing is cutting that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's the hard way.
And yeah, I didn't know that like years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
I just thought you did the whole thing like this. And man, I used to go, oh, I don't know. You know?
Yeah. But once, I think the first one we ever did, I cut wrong. And there were a couple parts that were like...
some of it was good, and some of it was just tough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Garrett, welcome for the tri-tip.
And then Blaze Star tells me not to go there.
We want to go there.
I'm not going there. However,
okay.
Tri-tip is best at 135 internal temperature.
And we will stick to that.
That's all I have to say. So, and I keep forgetting, and I'm very sorry. You guys are on the phone, right? You're on your mobile. Okay. So you cannot see the actual comments. I'm trying my best to kind of feature some of the people that respect you and that are saying some good stuff. Like right here, just wanted to say that.
We can see that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So when I like to highlight them for you to see.
Okay.
Right.
So you know, and with all respect to the guests that are in here too, that are watching, I can't highlight every single one. It would just be crazy. So, but yeah. So, and then I'll just highlight this one real quick, and then we'll take that off. So, but anyways,
that was great.
Okay, the worst thing. What's one thing that? Okay, a brisket aside, because I know you guys said that you don't really do too many briskets, but what's the worst thing that you just do not like?
You want to hear her favorite? I made lingua. Cow tongue.
Yep, I'm good.
I smoked that. She's not the biggest fan.
No.
I did eat it though for the
Yeah.
I never again.
It looked like a flaccid something or other.
This is my buddy Dancy Bearded. he saw my Halloween Kratos thing. Oh, I have some good ideas. I might end up doing something. I don't want to actually. I don't want to say that on here. I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah, blow it.
I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh my god, I can't give up my my secrets. But yeah, no, I don't need tongue. But the worst thing, the one thing that you're just like, you kind of, okay, like let's just say, for example, you got the Traeger game days, right? So like, what's like the one thing you're like, oh God, I don't want to do this.
I'll tell you, because I just did my least favorite, and Garrett knows what it is if he's in here.
Okay, he is.
Lollipops. I hate doing chicken lollipops. I complain every single time I do them. You should hear me with Garrett. I'm constantly the whole time prepping them, and I'm just like, all these tedious little things, and I don't like the prep for chicken lollipops.
Yes, those. As a matter of fact, God, not too long ago, I can't remember if it was alive. I think it was alive. I literally told some guy, I was like, dude, just don't. He was gonna do that in a competition. I was like, you're gonna regret that.
They turn out so nice, and my kids love them.
Most definitely.
They're a pain in the butt.
They're a pain in the butt. The prep work to them, and I don't care how many times Mark has showed me how to do
not.
it. Oh, piggy. No, I haven't.
So my 2 goals things to smoke, I guess you'd call them, is I will do a whole pig at some point.
We actually have been looking at them.
Yep, and I want to do a gator. I really want to do a gator.
Nice, dude. Well, definitely don't have a pun film your gator video.
We're doing
pun versus food. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't let him film your gator video. Just kidding.
that.
No, that guy's a good guy too. But
Those
yeah, and Blazing Star did say that he loved the way you did your lollipop, so that's good.
Spicy sauce.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Salt on them.
so I did get word that we will be doing a giveaway for Blazing Star Barbecue.
Ooh. Is it gonna have the Asian stuff in it?
A sauce and rub of choice.
Aha.
Okay. So I think it'll be cool to do it with you guys on here. I know that you really do like that stuff. So a sauce and rub of choice. And so go ahead and just keep them. I'm going to pull up a little easy, simple number generator. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? You're on your phone though.
Phone.
I was going to message you the number.
Gosh.
But okay, we'll just do random number generator. All right. Okay. So keep them entertained while I get this.
Okay. Now, if you haven't tried the Blazing Star, I know we said we're Rainier, but the Blazing Star, that's money. You guys need to try it if you haven't.
Right?
Sure. I'm sure Steve can put up a link or something up there for you at some point, or just go to Blazing Star and you can order it.
Let's see what we can do. Oh,
So.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You kind of cut out for a second. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Let me see. This. Oop. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
He's got too much going on in the background.
We've never done a giveaway.
Really?
Yeah.
Never. We've talked about it, and we had said
let's do 10,000.
No, at one point we were like, let's do it when we hit 5K.
Yeah.
And then we never did. And then we said, okay, let's do it when we hit 10K. Never did. And then we kept saying like, oh, we'll do it when we hit like 15 because we'll never hit 15. And we didn't do it. And then we said, let's do it at 20K because we know we're never going to hit 20K. And then we still haven't done it.
And there you go. For those that don't know, just scrolling on the bottom of the screen, just go to BlazingStarBBQ.com. But just make sure that whoever wins, make sure you enter you message Blazing Star on Instagram. At least be a follower of them, Rose Barbecue, myself, stuff like that. So with that said, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm still new to doing the live stream and being in control on the YouTube. So some things are like,
He was doing
and this is how much Uncle Hemi wants to try that stuff. He's just died. He's like, dude, I'm just gonna pay the shipping. We could do it.
Kids love it. And my kids.
Have you tried the scorpion yet? You haven't tried the scorpion yet, huh?
No, I haven't tried.
If you like spicy, it's really, really good.
In the spicy barbecue sauce, those were my like 2 I wanted to try immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And they're good. My kid puts it on her ramen.
Dude, that is so good. All right. Okay. All right. With all that said, 7:23. Why not? Let's go. People in here. All right. So we're gonna 19 people. We're gonna pick a number. And remember, whoever shows up first on my screen, your internet prioritizes the answer, not mine. Sometimes, well, at times somebody will be in front of the other, but it's their internet that shows their comment first. So, all right. So let's pick a number. Wait till I say go. A number between 1 and 25, and go. I got my phone right here, leaving it there, and just I know you guys can't see, so numbers are going to be generating.
Oh, I just pulled up the chat to see.
So, is Blazing Star allowed to enter his own giveaway?
He would too. I just saw that.
Okay, well, I do have a winner. I do have a winner, and this is the winner.
Cooking with Brett. There we go.
Who is it?
18.
Cooking with Brett.
Is it?
Cooking with Brett.
Woo! Congratulations.
Enjoy.
All right, cooking with Brett. You know what to do. You go ahead and message Mike, and you get a rub and sauce of your choice. Very generous of Blazing Star. He's just trying to help me out, trying to do a few things here and there, just to kind of, help out with the views and people too. He definitely likes to give back to the community. But yeah, that's really cool. Cooking with Brett. Yeah, number 18. Good job. Well, the reason why I asked is because it popped up real quick. And then I had to scroll up, but Blazing Star Barbecue was actually the next one. The next one that guessed 18. So I'm thinking, oh no. So everybody go ahead and send a congrats to Brett. But yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right, so we got 5 more minutes. We got 5 more minutes in this live. As an FYI, we end up closing this one out, just saving it up, set up and everything, and then I start the after party on another social media, Instagram, and then and hopefully you are more than willing to join. You can stay as long or as little as you want, or whatever. Hopefully long. I'm sure there's some people that are dying to come in there and to talk to you, Garrett. But yeah. So with that said, what?
I said that's when we run out of options, right?
Right. Right. So so that's too funny.
Oh, man. It's okay, Garrett.
So yeah, Pampered Chef, thank you very much. He's absolutely correct. So 22 watching, only 10 thumbs up. That really helps out with algorithms and pushing these recorded lives out on YouTube for people to see and to hear. And like I said, this isn't even, these lives aren't really about me. It's just, I'm just trying to be a vehicle for everyone else to understand and to get to know who all these content creators are. So thank you, Pampered Chef Consultant guy.
I mean, we all have we all have a story, and honestly, I love what you're doing. I really do. I love tuning in and seeing.
It's fun.
Yeah, it really is. It's so unique to see people like behind like the scene,
behind the pit.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you know what? I don't want to intrude on my last question to you all, but I'll go ahead and say this. So really, I see the stories. Like, we know, okay, let's just use Kendrick as an example. We see his story. We see, oh, he started this. What does he say? It's nothing against anyone. It's the usual thing that we all hear. We do know, like, there's podcasts all over, but we hear there's 6 years ago, I was a construction worker. I didn't, I didn't like life too well, and I kind of started doing the Traeger thing, and then that really helped me out. And we just hear that, you
Yeah.
know, but we don't hear like, dude, like what happened? Like, hey, how did you get your dog? Like, we know she's a rescue, but like, how did you get her? Like, oh my gosh, like, was it cool? Just things like that. And I got so tired of not tired. I guess sometimes my choice of words are really bad, but I just get exhausted, I guess, of hearing like the same stories.
Yeah.
And I felt like, man, that would be awesome for us to know more about people.
Mm-hmm.
And really, and my number one goal has been to get Malcolm Reed on here.
Oh,
Right. And I've heard his stories, but dude, I want to know, like, I heard in a podcast, he was like a AutoCAD guy for like a construction company or something like that. Something to that effect, anyways. And then, but as I'm like, what? Like, really? Like, and he was doing the competitions like on the side,
yeah.
and it wasn't his main thing. And I'm like, oh my God, like I need to know that story, you know? Just things like that. Or like, how did he meet his wife? Like, does she like what what he's doing? I know you do a podcast, but then, just things like that. So anyways, that's why I kind of started this thing was again to just get to know you, and hopefully it gives everyone more exposure, and people relate. Like, I want somebody to go, oh, they have 3 kids. Oh, he's a stepdad too, and he totally did that. You know what I mean? Like, and not, somebody can relate to you,
Yep.
and go, oh my God, dude, I didn't know. And maybe message you tomorrow and be like, Clark, dude, I totally love your story, bro. Like, that's really awesome. I didn't know you served in the military for some reason or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
then they could just talk to you. So, but anyways, all right. Where do you guys see yourself in like 5 years? I know married. Hopefully we can get that done tonight.
Oh man.
We're just riding out our journey right now.
Yeah.
So we move around. We have the opportunity, or the blessing, or the curse, whatever way you want to look at it,
Right.
to go a bunch of different directions. This year I've been in Guam, I've been in Hawaii, I've been in Alaska.
Dang.
I've been in Southern Washington. I've been in our backyard, but I've been gone for a lot of the year. And so that leaves you with, well, where's the next place our family's moving, or
if we're moving,
are we going to stay here? And so you never really know you can't forecast in the military very far ahead with where you're going to live or what you're going to do. So
right
now we're just enjoying riding this journey out with our friends.
So in other words, so let's just say, so the same thing, no matter where you move, what you're doing, if your count stops, you're still going to be doing exactly what you're doing.
I bring my Traegers with me.
Exactly. Okay. Then there you go.
I'm with.
And that was partly why Kendrick had put our name out there, was because we Traeger everywhere.
We camp a lot.
Whether it's camping or just a day trip, or Clark doing a military training. I mean,
right.
They us for goals for our account.
Yeah.
We don't have any.
You don't need it, right?
We don't have any. Our content is what we are eating that night. I don't go out of our
right.
I'm not kidding. Like, I don't go out of our way to create content. Could our page be further ahead? Yeah, but they're followers.
Still using iPhones.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't spend extra money to create content.
I love that.
Sometimes they're like, oh crap, like we gotta get something out. Pull something out of the freezer. But yeah, really we don't base our lives around it. It's just
sitting there with frozen nuggets going, what can we do?
But really, like, we have weeks where you'll see that we're not active on Instagram.
Right.
And it's
Right. Yeah.
we're busy with life. But for goals, like we just take Instagram and our barbecue page day by day. If we lose 10 followers but gain 1, we're fine with it.
Heck yeah.
Like
Speaking of, like, is that a weird thing lately? You know what? We'll save that for the after party.
I'm sure a lot of people have a lot to say about that too.
Because that one is not saved.
Yeah.
The after party. All right, I'll tell you what. So it's 7:33. We've been in here an hour and 3 minutes. I know we were a little late. I'm sorry about that. We're just a little trying to settle down a little bit. So, wow, it was awesome to have you both, Clark and Alicia, Rose Barbecue, on this show. Like, seriously honored. Like, I felt like maybe at times asking you that you didn't want to do this, but I'm thoroughly glad that you did this. Like, I'm really glad that both of you are actually on here too.
It means a lot that you asked us.
I hope so.
We enjoy getting to know the community. We really do.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing. Thank you.
All right. Well, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast. You guys, do you mind staying in for just a minute after I end it? And then, yeah. So thank you all for joining. I appreciate that.